Well, fuck it. I guess I'll just do this again. Anyway. Interesting video. Alright. Bit of a touchy subject for most people, but flat Earth. Why? There is a very big following of flat earthers, people that actually believe that the earth is flat. And I can kind of understand why they would believe it, but the thing is I keep saying the word believe. It's a belief. There aren't any actual hard facts. There's no proper physical evidence to suggest something. But there's a video that I watched where a guy, the whole flat earth thing, okay? I first heard that it was a thing again about, what would it have been? That was when I was working as a delivery driver for Bidfood, for Bidvest. So that would have been about 4 or 5 years ago, so about 2015, 2016, I think, maybe earlier. And a guy told me about it, and he said to me, there's actually some fairly fucking, solid proof that the earth is flat. And the very first thing that he said to me that raised a whole shitload of alarms was the fact that he found all this evidence and proof on YouTube. Yeah, that's not enough to convince me. And the other solid source that they have is the Bible. Okay. Sweet. Well, I'm just displaying the page as it is, just raw. Alright. And, this is one of my favorite photos. One of my favorite depictions. It's not actually a photo, obviously. It's computer generated very clearly. I mean, you can see around the edges, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the flat Earth theory. Okay, here's some key points that they believe, or that they think are true. Okay, the Earth is flat. It is a giant flat disk, a giant pancake, basically floating in Earth, floating around space. We have a dome-like structure, whether whatever the dome is, covering us, around the disk. So this, okay? So this dome-like structure, the thing is it's solid enough to stop a rocket. There was a video of a group of people that had a rocket. They shot it straight up into the air, and it hit a ceiling. Eventually, it got to the point where it hit a ceiling and stopped. Didn't take long for it to get there. It was a very short period of time. Wasn't a big rocket at all. It was probably about the same height as a person. And the fact of the matter is in this short period of time, it takes a fair bit longer than, it was less than a minute, for this rocket to get to the ceiling, or whatever the fuck it was that it hit. Okay? So, and the issue I have with that video is, you see, if a rocket going full tilt, straight up, hits something, you got to think about it. It has rocket fuel in it. It has aviation fuel in it. It has something in it that it is highly explosive. A rocket of that size is essentially a fucking missile. So, technically, it should have either exploded or broke and fell. But no, in this video, the rocket hit the ceiling and stayed there. Didn't move. Didn't shift. Nothing. Stayed there. Yeah. Now, the reason why I keep looking down is because I have written down some key points. I did a video without any fucking notes, nothing, and it was just an hour and 15 minutes of me ranting about mental cases. Now, oh my God, the other idea that they have of the flat earth is people standing at a lake and trying to see the curvature of the earth from a lake. Now, as far as I'm aware, lakes are inland. And when you're inland from something, a majority of the time, there's not a lot of spots on earth that you could look across a flat surface, a perfect flat surface, for long enough. Because the human eye can't actually pick up the natural curvature of the earth from the ground. Because the curvature of the earth from flat surface, like from the ground itself, from ocean, like from sea level, the actual curvature of the earth is too vast to see with your own eyes from the ground. Now, I have seen the curvature of the earth myself from a fucking plane. The curvature is there. You can see it. If the sky is clear and you're in a fucking Boeing, you can see the curvature, however slight it is, because, again, the physical distance that the human eye can see from any fucking height is limited. Simple. But the curvature was there. It was there. You know, you could fucking see it. It was there. And there's all these other things. Like, for example, when you look at like this, okay? There's the dome, there's the pancake, but here's the kicker. Antarctica is it's the outer wall, basically. The reason why Antarctica is completely frozen the entire way around is because it is the closest point of the Earth to space. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. The other things, like, what the fuck are you people on? Seriously. The other two things that kind of throw me off the idea is the fact that they think the Earth is the center of the universe. Yeah. The moon and the sun rotate around us. The sun moves around us. A red giant moves around us. Actually, there was a photo here that fairly clearly depicted something like this guy. The sun and the moon are inside the dome. people, think of it this way, okay? Now, if the sun was that close to the Earth, no matter the size, the sun burns at 4,000 Kelvin. The Earth would be a giant dust ball. It's not possible. It burns at over 4,000 Kelvin. Nothing would be alive. Number one. Number two. Okay, so, one of the two. The other thing, the moon. If the moon was that close to the Earth, I'm pretty fucking sure the waves would be a lot bigger than what they are. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I'm pretty fucking positive they'd be a lot larger. Like, the way I see it is these guys are suggesting that other planets aren't actually planets. They're disks as well. Because that would be the only logical way to actually think about the rest of the rest of our solar system. If this is the way that things are. Which they're fucking not. Now, all of the facts and everything that they claim to have, YouTube videos, YouTube, okay? And the main book that they believe that they have evidence from, the Bible. There are a good number of mentionings of a flat earth in the Bible. The Bible was originally written by people, a good while ago. Now, kind of doesn't stand now. I mean, the people back then, the minds of a majority of people on Earth were quite narrow. They didn't really have much of an ability to think outside the box. It wasn't until original thinkers like people actually that could fucking think outside the box, outside the pancake. In this situation, they like I'm just now, who was it? No, it wasn't Pythagoras. Was it Pythagoras? But I just, how Actually, I said it in the other video where I didn't have any hints or any notes or anything in my first video. What you guys are saying is that you are smarter than Aristotle. Aristotle, he proved it was he proved it was a sphere, the spherical theory, and that's when the idea of the flat Earth was starting to fucking disappear. And Pythagoras was one of them. I mean, obviously, yes, I just found that. Alright, I did look that up. But Aristotle, I didn't need to look that up because I knew. And he... you can't, it's just, the Earth is the center of the universe. We are a giant floating dome-covered disk with a frozen outer edge. The sun and the moon rotate around us. Not the other way around. In some pictures, as you can see here, we're a giant lump of dirt. Yeah. But anyway, back to the points that I've actually written down. Alright. Tell me this. If the Earth is flat and we have no core, because if the Earth was flat, we'd have no core. There would be nothing. So explain to me, the pressure from a volcano to start off with, because that originates from the Earth's core as well. Magnetic north and south. Would not be a thing without the Earth's core. I mean, there's magnetic north and south, and there's geographic north and south. They're the complete opposite of each other, basically. Give or take 1,000 kilometers. But magnetic north and south is the north and south pole, right? Now, if you really wanted to prove that the Earth was flat, right? Grab a plane, grab a boat, go straight down to Antarctica from wherever the fuck you are, because obviously if it's flat, Antarctica is the entire circumference. Okay? So, go out, take a fucking sled dog team or some shit, a giant fucking four-wheel drive or something, and keep going south. Follow south, because obviously compasses still work without a core, apparently. Go south, straight down Antarctica, until you hit a wall, or you fall off the bitch. And if, it kind of continues, and you end up on the opposite ocean to the one that you left, then it's kind of fucking obvious that the Earth is a sphere, okay? Just fucking stop. Actually, this is a quote from something I saw on here. I gotta find the damn photo. I wish I could find it just to show you what it actually says. Bugger. Had possibly the dumbest fucking thing written on it too. Damn it. Where is it? Can't find it anymore. But it was the best thing I'd ever seen. It was for this situation, for this thing. The universe is an egg and the moon doesn't exist. I shit you fucking not, that's what it said. And I can't... To be honest, a good chunk of it actually started from, like, has a fair bit to do with a very specific photo. Is it going to let me see it? It's a famous photo too. Very, very, very famous. There's the photo from the surface of the moon. Looking at the Earth. That's another thing too there. That. See. I mean, flat Earth versus round Earth. I mean, come on. What the fuck are you on? Look at that. And then there's also the other people that think we're a giant donut. I wish I was joking. I'm really fucking not. Some people believe that we are a giant donut. Like, even with a hole in the middle. Fucking full-on donut. Like, rounded, barreled, with a hole. Yeah. Some people are just special. There it is. See, there it is. Look, the universe is an egg and the moon isn't real. Notes from a Flat Earth conference. Now, I want to know how strong the shit is that you guys are taking. Seriously? LSD and acid are bad for you. Stop it. You know what would be better for you? Go rip a massive bong. Chill out on a couch. Listen to some Roots. You'll be good. Better yet, fucking chill out with the bong, listening to some James Taylor or Paul Simon. Do that. Just fucking don't try and spew this fucking shit. Oh, okay. Anyway, look, my original video was descriptive. I may still put it up. I don't know. I mean, I'm talking about the exact same topics, except in the original video, I hadn't actually thought things through. I hadn't planned what I was going to say, and you know, it all just came out as word vomit. And you know, I'm not doing this. I'm not meaning to upset people, and I'm not. But I mean, how people can base their facts on a flat Earth from such mundane things, like, for example, the sun and moon. Okay, like in this one, they're depicting that the sun and the moon are both flat as well. But the fact is it's very obvious that the sun is bigger than the moon, and the moon is our satellite. Now, the moon is our natural satellite. Okay? See, even in this one, look at this. In this flat Earth depiction, the moon is round. The moon is a sphere. Why would the Earth not be? See, if the Earth was flat, there wouldn't be any gravitational pull. Because the way that the flat earthers believe it is, everything stays where it is because it's flat. Okay? It's flat. The earth is flat, so everything stays on it. That's another reason why they believe it's flat, because if the earth was a globe, and this is according to flat earthers, and I fucking shit you not, they actually say that if the earth was a globe, right, okay, why doesn't the water fall off the southern hemisphere? For smart people, there is just way too much stupid in that one sentence. You guys have heard of physics, right? Fairly simple thing. So, because of the whole flat earth theory, okay, gravity isn't a thing. Just putting that out there. So, with the flat earth theory, how would you measure mass? How would you actually properly and accurately measure weight without gravity? Because gravity and the Earth's atmosphere combined are the thing that's keeping everything on this beautiful blue marble of ours. And there is no number of conspiracy fucking evidence. Like, I just, like, the evidence is just no. It's not evidence. Look, if one of you flat earthers want to really prove it, okay, get yourself a boat or a plane, fuel it up the fucking wazoo, and head directly south. Just go directly south from wherever the fuck you are until you hit a wall or you fall off the planet. I mean, obviously, if you fall off the planet, there won't be any evidence because you'll be fucked. But at least there'll be one less nutcase. But it still wouldn't prove anything either. So, you know, if you come to an edge, video it. Take your phone. Just take your phone. I mean, most phones have a better pixel rating on them than a fucking camera does. Just take your phone. I mean, this thing's got 64 megapixels. You can fucking use it. Just fucking beep beep. Yeah. Record it. Save it. When you get back into cell range, send it. And don't edit it. Just send raw footage. Show us the edge of the planet. Like, actually show us, well, you can't call it a planet because planet usually coincides with globe. So just show us an edge of the earth. Like, actually fucking show us a physical video, a physical picture taken live and sent directly of the edge of the earth. And then I'll believe it. Because all of the shit that's trying to fucking prove everybody wrong about the earth being round is fucked. It's just fucked. Like, as I've said, I mean, look at that. Look at it. I mean, seriously. Like, for the rise of the flat earth? Yes. Yes, it is. Like, all the stuff that I do is raw footage. It's raw video. You know, there's nothing fucking special about it. And, like, these people, and I'd say that a majority of them are actually really fucking cool people, and they more than likely are. The fact of the matter is they believe in something that was proven wrong centuries ago. Without modern science, without telescopes, without fucking all the modern shit that we have now. It was proven in 350. In 350, what was it, BC or AD? I think it was 350 BC. And then again, about 800 years ago, like 800 years after the fact. And this was before all of the fancy shit that we have now. And people are still blaming NASA for doctoring their fucking photos when the spherical shape of the Earth was scientifically proven 1,500 years ago. Why is it a thing? Why is flat Earth theory a thing? And I very, 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 very solidly mean theory. Closed off at theory, because that's all it is. Where's the actual physical evidence? As I said, take a plane or a boat, go directly south, show me a fucking photo of the edge of the planet. Again, sorry, I fucking did it again. Of the edge of Earth. Show me the edge of the Earth. And then I'll believe it. Not the ceiling, not the top, not the fucking extent of how far you can go up. I mean the actual physical edge of the Earth. Show me it, because there is no evidence. There's no photos. There's nothing. There's nothing. All of this is created on a computer. Every single one of these is created on a computer. Except for that. Here's one of the donut theories. Fucking look at it. Oh my god. There are actually some nutcases out there that believe the Earth is a fucking donut. Oh my. I mean, I look at these and honestly all I can think is you're a fucking mental. I mean, look at what it... How? If this was actually Antarctica, how it really is, no one would be able to get on it. And yet, multiple countries have bases on Antarctica. Scott Base, for example. New Zealand. New Zealanders. There is a Kiwi base on Antarctica. If you have enough money, you can actually visit it. You can actually go to Scott Base yourself and check it out for yourself. Seriously. Just stop. There is no tangible evidence to prove that the Earth is flat. There just isn't. People may say that there is, and blah, 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 blah. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, but it's all on fucking YouTube and in the Bible. Shut up! The apostles and everybody that wrote in the Bible. Good on them. Historical figures. Did well by everybody. Fucking fantastic. Alright? All good. Nothing against them. But people believed the earth was flat because people didn't have the ability to travel far enough to find out otherwise. And a majority of people back then kept to their own bubble. It was true explorers that found out the truth. People that actually wanted to work out how things were. Like, how things are. If it wasn't for those guys back then, we wouldn't know what we know now. It's fairly simple. Alright? Flat Earth. I'm sorry, I'm never going to believe it. I'm never going to fall for it. I'm never... Just stop with the bollocks, for fuck's sake. Just stop. It's all a load of fucking gobshite, and you just gotta stop. Oh, good grief. How? Like, I mean, just look at this. All of the flat Earth images are computer generated. And one of them doesn't even show the whole fucking Earth's surface. Or does it? Hold on. What am I looking at here? That's Africa. So that must be the Arctic there. What is that? Is that Australia? No. Can't be. It's far too fucking close to there. That's way too close to Japan. There's no way. Because Australia is not that close to Japan. I mean, they don't even have Indonesia there. Where's Indo? So, is there a flip side? Because that's not even the whole of everything. Africa takes up a majority of it, so are they saying that part of the Earth is on the bottom half? What does it take to believe the world is flat? A shitload of drugs. Yeah. A lot of drugs. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. I mean, I've made my point. I just fucking, as I said just before, take a plane or a boat, head directly south from wherever the fuck you are in the world. Or, sorry, on the earth. And if you come to an end, if you hit a solid fucking wall of nothing and it looks out into nothing and you cannot go any further. You actually come to a physical edge. Show me. Show the world. Show everybody. Post the bitch and show the actual edge of the earth. And then we'll believe it. But that's me. I'm out. Alright. Subscribe if you're new. Like it if you liked it. Dislike it if you dislike it. People are going to dislike it. But I couldn't give a flying fuck. I really couldn't. This whole thing sparked from me watching a video earlier. And it was 3 actual scientists, proper scientists, and 3 flat earthers. Interesting. But yeah, that's it. I'm done. Alright. I'll see you in the next video. I'm probably going to be streaming live today at some point. Bye-bye.